Hey everybody, it's me, Whimsy. I'm working. I am happy sitting on my bed doing my work. I'm going back to work I have a customer in a short amount of time. Anyway, I wanted to go on live just to say to everybody that somebody is impersonating me. They've put up a fake Oracle of Whimsy channel, and they're using my channel art. Hi, Bad Boy Rob. Hi, Michelle My Bell. Constance Pleasant, Vicky, Marjorie, everybody. Oh, maybe I should do a reading. Can everybody hear me okay? I'm like hanging out, and all of a sudden people showed up. I was just going to say, if you see somebody advertising, I blocked them. But then I got curious. So does everybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah, okay. So somebody is claiming to be me. And they're saying, "Oh, thank you for liking my channel. Send me, send me your information on WhatsApp." And they've got a +44 phone number, which I guess is Great Britain. Somebody traced it to somebody to someone. The person that sent it seems to have like a Nigerian name, or they traced it to Nigeria or something. Anyway, which is interesting. Nigeria used to be a British colony, so it's possible that they're able to get, pay for a British phone or something like that. That would make sense. Yeah, the Treblinka. Treblinka, somebody said, well, Treblinka's in Poland. Yes, Treblinka is in eastern Poland. But unfortunately, the Ukrainian immigrants that were fleeing Russia that supported the Germans fled to the western side, and Ivan the Terrible, and I believe most of the people that were running the camp were actually Ukrainian immigrants that were very enthusiastic about genocide against the Jewish people, because unfortunately the Ukrainian church had been rabidly anti-Semitic, and yeah. Oh, really? S. Kim? Thank you for the donation, by the way. I didn't know. I knew something had happened with you're all here, so let's do a reading. So let's first, before we do that, everybody knows why we're here. Somebody's faking my identity. The necessary people have been contacted. And now I'm here talking to you about it. 210 people. Woohoo! See, I'll never be lonely again. So let me talk about my day with everybody. I went to the dentist today. Teeth were cleaned. First time I've had a teeth cleaning in a year and a half. Oh my God. I'm so happy. So I'm going to get Hollywood teeth. What do y'all think about Whimsy getting Hollywood teeth, like movie star teeth? I am comfortable. I've actually been working. You see my work. Hi, Earth Sage Art. Thank you for that generous donation. Awfully kind of you. So yeah, Rudy Giuliani. It's interesting. I feel like I want to sit down with you guys. I don't want to lie down. I'm gonna go to my when I work, I do like to this is actually my office here. You guys want to see how I really read. This is, let me show you. Do you guys want to see how I really read when you guys call? Sometimes I lie in my bed, but a lot of the time I've been cleaning the house. See all those wonderful people out there having a party? That's our deck. I always get invited to parties and I never go. But look at them. They're making another I should go down and wish everybody a happy birthday or something when these things happen. Anyway, so I love hanging out with all you folks, looking out at the deck. My cat, this is where Mila sits. You can see she's got her bed. Do I have it here? Yep. I don't know if you guys can see it, but Mila's bed is right there because she has to be able to see anybody and everybody. Anyway, this is my reading office. I like to sit here. I was cleaning today, so I didn't get a chance to. I've become a clean freak. The older I get, the more of a clean freak I become. And is anybody else going through that? It's like Passover every day. You know what I mean? You know, I can't quit you guys. I gotta hang out with you. Anyway, this is the real one. And this is the play toy we give Mila when she tries to pull me away from all of you. Here's my organic cleaner. Was that fun, getting the little tour? Anyway, this is the real space. So, Rudy Giuliani. Oh my gosh. It's interesting. I went into the remote view on Rudy Giuliani, and in terms of the FBI, the investigations I've seen, January 6th is very critical. January 6th is very critical. Hi, Sharon. And that's because of, what happened. So everybody that was part of that is in a lot of trouble. But let's go ahead. We'll do the empath prayer. Let's go in and take a look at Rudy Giuliani. Does that sound good to everybody? I'm sorry I can only stay doing blitzes till 6 o'clock because I have a patient at 6. But gosh darn it, let's do this. Hi, Number. All right. He's in a hot mess, Sheila. It's, the thing I was going to say about the remote view was that when I went into the remote view, as I had said in previous remotes, they followed the money, and it looks like that's what they've done with Giuliani. But the other thing that came out when I went into the remote views about January 6th was that they were going to start seizing laptops and computers, including laptops and computers associated with certain Republican Party headquarters that may have been using their own equipment in order to choreograph this thing. So those computers also will be seized. If they haven't been, I assume they've already been seized, but that's kind of what's part of what's going on here. Okay. I want to call on white light protection for myself and this community as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call on our spirit guides and good angels to be with us. Give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to empower all of us on our journey to make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, for the planet, for the people we love, but also to help those we may have strife with. And together we say, Amen, everyone. Praise and blessings to y'all. Give me a little bit more room here. All right, let's do this. Let's do some blitzes. All right, what is going on with Rudy Giuliani? We'll do 4 cards. Clear my throat. We'll see if we can't get some birthday cake later, huh? Rudy Giuliani's future. There's something here where Rudy Giuliani, when he had said that he had an insurance policy that was going to protect him from going to jail, right now there's a lot of attention on Rudy Giuliani, the star. You know, he is somebody who could potentially become the star witness. He knows everything and anything and everything that they need to know about Trump and the Russia connection, etc. But the fact that the first card is the star would lead me to think that they waited a long time before doing this, that this was somebody that they felt was relatively high up in the chain. Also, this is the start of an entirely new investigation, and it has to do with corruption money. And I would just say that the nightmare is starting all over again, because even if he got a pocket pardon, this is a situation where it will give birth to other charges and other criminal activity. He basically got compromised by the mafia, which is what I had said in previous remotes. When I got into it, it looked like he'd been compromised. And once he'd been compromised, he started cooperating and working with people. He got compromised by the mafia, basically. He went after the mafia, and then they got him. He got himself into some trouble. He stayed out of jail by being some type of an informant, it looks like, based on whatever remotes I could figure out, from what I could figure out based on the remotes. And, it's like Maxwell. She thought that she was an informant and that she was going to stay out of prison, but look what happened. I think that his entire office, Giuliani's entire office, his client list, etc., everything is going to be confiscated. Similar to what happened to Michael Cohen, in the sense that it's not just the laptops. They're going to have the right to go over everything. You can see here over the star witness, the 7 of Wands is moving in as a clarification. And that would indicate possibly multiple charges, 7 charges. It's certainly a card that denotes being defensive, wanting to protect yourself perhaps from multiple charges or multiple attacks. And we can see here over the new beginning comes the judgment card. So there's possibly a new judgment coming against him. He truly fears that he could be doing jail or prison time. You can see they followed the money, and the money is taking him to prison. He engaged in some kind of activity, it would appear, financially, Rudy Giuliani did, that could result in him facing prison time. And then the final outcome for him is, like I said, they're probably going to take more documents, not just the laptops. This will become an extensive investigation and will probably give birth to other charges, and it'll also give birth to new investigations, basically. New charges, new investigations, new criminal investigations. Part of this does have something to do with Michael Cohen, in the sense that when Michael Cohen gave information to the feds and handed over everything he had, it was basically like a string that connected some of the dots, which is what Robert Mueller was looking at. And this is another important piece to answer those questions, to put those pieces together. Of course they have informants. Of course they have informants. Steve Bannon is an informant, Rudy Giuliani, Roger Stone, they're all informants. But it's very likely that even if they had extremely high protection because they were giving information to intelligence agencies, I suspect that because of what they did, that those relationships are pretty much over. Jail. Past relationships are not going to help Rudy Giuliani right now. All right, let me take a second to just read some of the comments and to thank people who were kind enough to give a donation. Thank you, Debbie N. And thank you for being such a great student. Thank you, KT. That was very kind of you to give that donation. How is everybody feeling about... oh, you need some willow bark tea, Mary? You can get willow bark tea on Amazon.com. If you need me to make an anti-inflammatory tea with willow bark, you just order it by going to my bookings, and it'll say order intuitive tea, and then just tell me what kind of tea you need, and also your full shipping address, and I'll do a tea for you. I'll probably call you for 5 minutes just to energetically tune in to figure out, because the plants talk to, and that sounds bizarre, but the plants do talk to me. I'll talk to a patient that wants a medicinal tea, and I'll touch the herbs when I'm doing a session, and sometimes I swear I hear the plants say, "Take me, take me, take me." Like they want to go to that person's house. They want to help that patient, and it's probably in my mind, but there are herbs that leap out at you when you're doing healing work, and it's pretty gosh darn cool. There are herbs that want to go home with you, Marie Hansen. So Michelle Mybell, in answer to your question about a pocket pardon for Giuliani, if you open up the box and out comes 7 more investigations, and then you open each of those 7 and it gives birth to 20 more, and then you open and it's just like they keep opening up, it's like, at what point is the pardon still effective? You know what I mean? So, that wasn't what Giuliani was banking on based on the records. That what Giuliani was banking on was the fact that he was an informant, and that basically he had worked for the feds, and he'd been an informant for the feds, and theoretically that was supposed to protect him, right? Whatever he had to do to get information, right? But I don't think that's happening anymore. So how did everybody feel about Biden's speech? It was not the State of the Union. I think he wants the crime bill, a couple bills to be passed before he does the State of the Union. It was his first 100 days, though. Everybody like his speech? Pretty gosh darn good, wasn't it? Okay, so next question. We are going to go ahead now and just see whether or not there'll be charges made against Roger Stone as well, and if he's going to get raided. Because I think it's very likely at this point. Unless he's already handed everything over and is cooperating, which is possible with Roger Stone. Because he always talked, when I would go into remotes on Roger Stone, he would always talk about having something in his back pocket. And, it's interesting, when you do a remote view and you're communicating with Roger Stone's higher self, somebody had said, can they tell? No, not usually. It's not the conscious self. A very small part of what is us is the conscious self. It's only a minute part of who we are, but when you go into the energy of Roger Stone, he's almost shows you his cards. He's got all these cards he can play, and he'll take a card and he'll say, "No, I'm not ready to play that card yet. Let me play this card." So, for a lot of them, there's a feeling of just unbelievable power and the power to kind of play this game. And I think it comes from helping people in big places, which is what Roger Stone has done. All right, so everybody got the main message of why I came on. There's someone that's stolen the identity of the channel, my identity. They're telling people to contact them through WhatsApp. That's not me. I don't use WhatsApp except for people who live outside the United States. If you are outside the United States, then you contact me. Yeah, right, Shari H. We have a very good president. We're very lucky to have him. Okay. All right, Roger Stone. He's like a con artist. He's like the guy who's the con artist that the cops give money to for tips. There's a thing about Roger Stone where he has done so many favors for so many people, and he's delivered so much vital information. It would be hard to look. He's got a negotiations, temperance, patience, new beginnings, Four of Wands, but he's also Two of Pentacles, juggling coin. He's a trickster. Naughty, right? This is like coyote medicine. Six of Pentacles, shown mercy. See? Stone is a cat with 1,000 lives. There's some prosecutor and police that want to go after him. And it's the money. It's money laundering. And it's a female. There's a female person that's going after him. It could be Letitia James. But you can see here that they're negotiating. And then here comes this woman who seeks justice absolute, right? Use the archetype of Yehudit. Then here comes a potential police raid. Hasn't this already happened to him? A judgment will be made about his financial dealings. The money. He was laundering money. He was taking money from one area, or there's something involving money corruption. When you get this kind of thing happening, look at these two cards. One is the juggler, the con artist juggling the money, rocky waters with the money. What's he doing? And then he's watching his coin. This kind of juxtaposition of the cards with a police and a judgment and Yehudi, the perfect judge. Yeah, I think he's in trouble. I think he's in trouble for something he did involving his financial dealings, and I think his luck may have run out. How does everybody like this new energy? Oh, is Sheila here? Hi, Sheila. I didn't see that. Yeah, it's, I was really not wanting to wake up. I felt like a child. I wanted to go back to sleep. I didn't want to deal with all this. Wake up, time to go back to work, But now that the pink moon has come and went, I feel like I'm awake. And when I'm awake, I can't go back to sleep. So I feel like the pink moon really kind of woke me up and snapped me out of that introverted space I was in for a year and a half. Like today, I went to the dentist. I was out. I was about. It was good. It was okay. I feel like I'm awake now. I don't know if other people are going through that. Where at first we didn't want to go out in the middle of all of this, but now I feel like, okay, I'm awake now. I can handle this. Oh, Marie, maybe you're just tired. All right. Roger Stone was raided last year. Some other raid, I would think, because the Knight of Swords can be a police raid. All right. Let's look at Matt Gaetz. Somebody had asked if I could look at the latest news on Matt Gaetz. I don't think he can stay in Congress with these cards. You know, he it's kind of like he was a guy that treated everything like a joke, but you know, he was having a little fun. Now, this is in the grave, man. His career is over. He got to go. Judgment coming down, the Emperor, Papa, Mad Papa. Ho, ho, ho. You want to know what's creepy? You want to know what's creepy? You know how you have the positive aspects of the Six of Cups, right? Does everybody know about that? Y'all know about the creepy side of this? Who here wants to learn? Who here knows about the read? Who here is interested in tarot reading, becoming a tarot reader? Okay, Miss Brazil, I'm gonna. Oh, how do we pin that? I don't know how I pin that. I can look at that, but I was hoping to pin it, but for whatever reason. Thank you, Miss Brazil, for the donation. Right, you want to learn about new things. Okay, so here's the creepy. If you want to know if someone's a pedophile, giving a child candy or sweets or a gift, the dark aspects of the Six of Cups, because it's children. Depending upon what the other cards are. For example, if you had that next to a devil card and other cards, it denotes children, love of children. This is a big, it would not normally have that significance. But because this is the issue of Matt Gaetz, and look at the positioning, lover. And then like children, right? So it's a little bit creepy for me to see this. Does everybody see why it's a little creepy? Because of the nature of the Six of Cups. It has aspects of being childlike, and then to have the children playing, your little child, little girl, and then, which is what happened. He was caught giving her money, and then it's for schooling and for schooling, SK, meaning schooling in sex. So he gave her the money, and then he had sex with her. And so then you have the situation where he's pulled away, right? There's a legal situation. And then the future for Matt Gaetz. I mean, I'm rarely creeped out, but dang, I'm pretty creepy. You see what I'm saying? Oh, Sheila saw it. Is that not creepy? Those cards, maybe it's just me, but when I saw that those cards connected that way regarding the question, I got a little creeped out. Did you all get creeped out? I don't know. Maybe you would have interpreted it differently. People are puking. Other readers are throwing up. So I think that you share where my head went when I saw that. Little kids playing, and then, yeah. I just went creepy. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll move on. People are getting grossed out. Oh, God. What are we doing next? Okay, people want to know about... I know, very gross. I'm sorry. I know. You want to move on. Okay. Oh. You know what? The birthday... Looking at the food. Somebody just brought out a homemade apple pie. Should we go down and try and get some? Oh, somebody's claiming to be me, Douglas. It's kind of a pain, but it's cool. All right. So, I mean, we're taking care of it. So, what's the story with Jello? Is she breaking up with her man? They were going to get married, and now her and Jennifer Lopez and Erod, are they finished? Capuzzi? That's the question. So let's find out. Are they Capuzzi or still together? I am running for that. But the thing, you want to know the truth? I have one in the refrigerator because last night, this is the 100 monkey theory. I had a bag of apples and I pushed them in the back on the top of the refrigerator. I pulled them and I said, oh, those are getting kind of old. I've got to eat those apples. You know what I'll do? I'll eat a couple of them. I'll take 5 out. They were Gaia's, and I'll make a pie. So that's what I did. I made a pie. And the whole entire building probably smelled of beautiful apple pie 2 days ago. And apple has a very distinct flavor when you're baking an apple pie. And I opened the window, everybody got to smell it. So I don't think that it's metaphysical that this woman has just brought out a homemade apple pie. I think subliminally she may have been influenced. What do you think? That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. All right, Jello. What is the future for her and A-Rod? She's very independent. She's ferociously independent, and her independence can be hurtful to other people in the sense that, yeah, it's great that you're independent. It's great that you don't need anybody. It's great that you make more money than me or whatever. That's all great. But she can be hurtful with the way it's become hurtful to her partner. It's like I think she does it to protect herself. That's how I feel as in the remote with this individual. This is, let me go ahead and. So we're doing a remote on Jennifer Lopez. So it feels to me like the way that I protect myself, I don't need you. I have my own money. I'm rich. I'm famous. I've got more money than God. What are you going to do for me? There you go. You want to look at other women? You want to go be with somebody else? Go ahead. I'm Jennifer Lopez. I don't need you. I don't need anybody. I'm completely independent of you. You have nothing to offer me. It's that's kind of the energy I feel when I go into this. It's actually a really cruel thing to do, to say to be with somebody because the other person believes it's true, and it's not the truth. It's what she does when she feels like somebody is going to leave her, or there's a side of her that's very vulnerable, and so the facade is, I got the money, honey. I don't need I don't need anybody. I got more money than God. I'm a very smart businesswoman. What are you going to do for me? What are you going to do for me, honey? It's I've been a success. I am a success, and I'm heading towards success. Money, 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 success, success, success. So, who are you? You're just some washed up athlete. Your career's over. What are you going to do? Cereal commercials? But I'm still a star. It's competitive. I feel like I'm competing with this person. And I'm doing it to be defensive. It's a defense mechanism. But the truth, that's all BS, by the way. I mean, I don't think this individual really feels that way. Very strong soul connection with this individual. The Hierophant would denote that she and her partner have a very, very deep soul connection. The clarification. Oh my God, they brought out lemon bars. They broke up over the money career. That was those fights. Look, Archangel Michael. If it's not, remember, if you're not safe, the sacred leaves. If you violate a sacred space by creating something that's not safe, in walks Archangel Michael. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. If you're not going to honor this sacred space by being a safe person, and that cuts both ways, in will walk Page of Swords. Slice. Oh, I'm going to have to go. I've got a 6 o'clock. It's the money. Success in her career and success upon success. Her heart will be broken. She needs to learn to be vulnerable, not play so many games. And she should not, she's mean to her partner. I kind of taking his side on this. I usually don't do that. All right. Love and light to everybody. I'm sorry I have to go. I was only going to stay for like 30 minutes. I went over. If you're still trying to get in for a reading with me, do not contact that person WhatsApp. That is not me. You can go to drwhimsy.com, or you can go to my Gen book link, both which is in the description about for this channel. And I will see you tomorrow, Friday, for another exciting episode of The Remote View with the beautiful Sheila. Don't know who our guest is going to be, but I know it's going to be someone amazing. And then on Sunday, we'll all be getting together for our brunch. So stay safe, everyone. Love and gratitude to all of you. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye.